Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee. Welcome back to the channel. Let's pot up some seedlings today. So this is what we're working with today. Some of these are going to get up potted, some of them are not. You can kind of tell I might have to get some more pots. I don't have quite enough for everything. I don't know if I should worry about cleaning and sanitizing these old pots or not. I did bring some alcohol and paper towels out here, but this looks like a job for soap and water, if you ask me. The chickens are out in their coop enjoying their day. I'm out here enjoying, it's warm, but it's not too hot. We should get some rain at some point today, but right now I'm gonna focus on this. Okay, first I'm gonna try to get these really leggy sunflowers out of here into their own pots so I can move them to a place where they're getting more sun.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm excited.
Okay, I don't know when you started recording again. My boyfriend had to come over and share his excitement about another truck he got. I really thought that sunflowers would have hairy stems like tomatoes and all the other things. I know that they're hairy when they get bigger. We use them at work all the time and they definitely have hairy stems. When I was planting up my sunflowers, there was one seed in there that was different from all the rest, and that was this guy. So it'll be interesting to see what type it was if I get them to grow. Boop. I'm making a mess out of myself right now. We go, oh, wet, very, very wet. So I did these first two and I realized they don't even have their first true leaves yet. It probably was not time, but they weren't growing anymore in those little tiny cells. So with the rest of them, I think I'm just going to pot them all up together in a bigger pot. Wait for them to get their first set of true leaves, and then I'll separate them out into their own pots. So like that. They're all new together. They'll get separated out. These peppers need to be up potted as well. They're in smaller size cells. I'm gonna go find some more pots and get these guys into something bigger. I got everybody watered in. I think what I'm gonna do is move them over here. I'm gonna stack some of these pallets up nicely. Actually, this will work just fine. I'll lay this guy down and put all of them on here. I think the peppers are gonna stay back here because I know they love heat, but not really direct sun. Look at this pepper plant twinning. So cute. The rest of these guys, I went ahead and separated out some of, I think, are zinnias. Could be cosmos, but I think they're zinnias. And then this herb. I don't remember. Oh, maybe it's spinach. No, I think this is spinach. Yeah, that's spinach. Anyway, I put all these guys out here. We'll see how they do in the sun. Not that it's at all sunny right now. I was thinking the light may be a little too intense for them on that side on a normal day, but today it's not. So we'll see how that goes. I have some sprouts on some of these pepper seeds that I had in the napkin. So we can put those in the ground. So my boyfriend picked up these two big galvanized buckets for free from a scrap thing he was doing. And I've decided I'm going to put one on each side of the door here. I'm going to have to get some drainage holes in them first, but one on each side of the door here and put flowers or herbs growing up in front here. I think that'll be cute. Here's my boyfriend's new project. I think I just found another thing I could use for my garden. It's pretty deep and it has drainage on the bottom. Ooh, hold on. I'll get it. Give me just a second. There we go. Yeah. Drainage holes. So, just need to figure out where I can dump all this because there's a lot of trash in there. Actually, I'll grab a trash bag and I'll clean it out. They call it a giant spider. I think that's a couple. You can see the female. It's a lot bigger than it's looking on camera right now. I'm zoomed in pretty far. They got one of those huge spiders that carry around their egg sacs. They were sharing lunch earlier. Now he's letting her finish. She's the one that caught it. Good morning, you guys. It's actually been about a week since I started this video. It's Saturday again, and everything's looking, for the most part, pretty good. There are some things in the garden that are struggling, but I'm happy with most of it. And I'm happy to report we still have not lost any more chickie babies. We have moved them out to their coop permanently. I haven't really gone back over the clips I've already taken yet, but I do know that I showed you guys this blue bin, and I got it dumped out, cleaned, and over this past week I've been putting clippings and stuff from when I sell mulberry or elderberry cuttings. I put the bits that I'm not sending out, I put in here, and that is because I want to use this as a raised bed and I don't have enough soil to fill it. So I'm going to put layers of organic stuff on the bottom, and then I'll fill it with potting soil and compost and topsoil. I don't know how well you can tell the size of it, but I would say, I don't even know how to measure that, but it's pretty deep and wide. It's not looking like that on camera so much, but it is one of those rain barrels, those big blue rain barrels. So if that gives you any reference to the size of this thing. Showed you guys recently how I was attempting to root some Florida ruscus, my favorite greenery that we use at the flower shop, and I think it may be working because nobody's dying yet. But I also learned that you could root eucalyptus, spiral eucalyptus at least, this way as well. So I'm trying some of that with these little cuttings, and then I'm not actually sure what type. I think this is a eucalyptus, but I don't know what it's called. I'm trying it with that as well. And then this is silver dollar eucalyptus, and I'm giving that a shot also. And then there's some more ruscus there, and these are just greeneries I love working with, but like I said previously, they're very expensive, so I tend to get, not really in trouble, but I get chastised for using them too much. And I wanted to show you guys that we have some peppers sprouting. That's very exciting. We also have some coming up over here. And then in this little container where all of my old seeds were previously not coming up, I came out the other day and several of them have sprouted. It looks like the peppers that are coming up from out of that, so I'm happy to see that. So we moved all the chicks out here yesterday. I wasn't quite ready, but situation was that they were getting a little too crowded for the bin that I had them in. It's a mess in here, don't judge me, it'll be fixed. And then they were getting too hot in the shed. We had a big black snake, a giant black snake, that was making his way into the shed. So when I got home from work yesterday, I was heading out to the shed to check on the chicks, so my boyfriend was already home, and he's like, they're not out there, and my heart sank. I thought he meant they died, but he had already moved them out to the coop to protect them from the snake. So we are going to be working today to get this set up and looking nice, and they made it through the night last night, and I'm really thankful for that. So I showed you guys these two previously. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I've been reading about how good herbs, like garden herbs, are for your chickens. So I've decided to turn these into herb and flower beds. I'm gonna put some of my marigolds in here. I know they're really good companion plants too, so yeah, herbs and marigolds, which are also really good for chickens, right here in front of the coop, so that I can keep them with, you know, their vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. Tasty treats. Alright guys, so I just went to the post office and dropped off some mulberry cuttings I sold on, I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, and I just stopped by my local nursery, picked up some things. Now I'm heading to Tractor Supply. Made it back home. I got a lot of stuff I've got to unload, and I spent a little money out of my savings, but hopefully after this I won't have to touch anything else. I think I've got everything I need for a while. I got 2 more bags of this Fertilome soil that I think is doing great. The Pro Mix soil that I also think is great is sold at Lowe's or Home Depot, which is a lot further away. My local nursery carries the Fertilome, so I went ahead and got that from them. And I got 2 bags of Black Cow, not the compost manure, but the topsoil. I got another bag of pine shavings to combine with what I have left from before to cover the ground of the chicken coop with, or start covering it. I got another bag of the Chick Starter chicken feed, this organic Cluck & Co. I was going to buy a bigger bag because it is cheaper. This is $10 a bag. It's $22 for probably 4 or 5 times the amount. However, it was a brand that I don't trust, so I went with what I have been getting, I should say. There's been a lot of stuff going around about the Purina brands, and I'm just not going to take that chance. I also got some more herbs and flowers, and I'm really excited about these guys, so I will, I guess, go through all of them probably on a separate video, because this one's probably already getting so long, but lots of smell goods and pretty things. And then I also got something that I should not have spent money on, but come on, you guys. They're miniature mason jars. I don't know why, but I've always been this way. I love mason jars. I like all glass jars, but mason jars are my absolute favorite. I like big ones, I like medium-sized ones, I like short ones, and now I found mini ones that look just like the big ones, and I paid $9 for 4 of these things. So that was my my splurge of the day. I didn't need those, but I was thinking, you know, for my dried herbs and stuff, it takes a lot to fill up a big jar, so I could use those for that stuff, right? Yeah. And I also got a few more packages of seeds. I got some dwarf nasturtium, some chamomile, and some borage. And in another video, I'm going to tell you why I'm stocking up so much on herbs, other than the fact that so far that's all I can grow really well. Or I wouldn't even say really well. Better than the vegetables. I also wanted to say thank you to those of you who watched my last video about my infection in my tooth and wished me a speedy recovery and all of that. Thank you so much. I am doing so much better. I'm almost done with my antibiotics. The infection's gone. I'm feeling much better. I would be done with the antibiotics by now, but I missed a couple doses, so. But yeah, thank you guys. While I was looking at the seeds, I noticed that they had seeds for these. This is one of the chick's favorite treats. It's evening primrose, as far as I can tell, and they were selling seeds for that. And I have a massive patch of it growing here, so that's cool. I saved myself $3. All right, so I've got my 2 bags of pine shavings. I'm just gonna start spreading them out. There is 1 full bag and another almost full bag. They have been enjoying scratching through the old stuff, and I know I said I would have that covered before they got out here, but things happen, and they've been finding food bits and stuff in it. So let them scratch around on here and spread this out for me. I spread it out a little bit. They'll finish the job off. They're growing so fast. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I've got a lot of work to do and not many hours left in today, so I want to get started on that. If you want to see what I'm doing with the stuff that I bought today, the flowers, the herbs, if you want to see me set up those little herb beds in front of the chicken coop, if you want to see me start any of these new seeds or any of that stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when the next video comes out, because that's what the next video is going to be. But thank you for hanging out with me in this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.